I did my CBSL placement with the Regina General Hospital. I was a adult mental health volunteer. So I worked on the adult mental health ward. That's not the only volunteer position at the hospital. There are tons and tons of different positions there. That was just the one I chose. It's a really awesome place to volunteer. They have super flexible hours. You can basically volunteer from anywhere as short as 45 minutes to like 3 or 4 hours at a time. And then as well, when you're a volunteer there, you get access to their workout facilities and you also get a meal card depending on how long you're there for. And the workout facility thing is cool because they have a workout facility in each one of the RQHR facilities. So you can have access to all of those, which is pretty cool. My role as a volunteer is basically to hang out with the patients. You get to do whatever they want. They are allowed to pick, so you just kind of get to hang out with them, like having a little friend for a couple hours. And then you also just want to basically try and get the patients out of their room and get them socializing. Often, obviously, their mental states are not great in the adult mental health ward, so often they just want to sit in their rooms, so we just want to try and get them out. And if that doesn't work, just if they're not feeling it, I shouldn't say they're not, it's not going to work, but if they're not in the mood or whatever, at least you can say hello and ask them how they're doing and hopefully make their day a little bit better that way. What do we do as volunteers? So basically, there's a billion things to do there. They have tons of stuff: board games, cards, pool, ping pong, movies, you name it, they probably have it, puzzles. There's also, with some patients, you're allowed to take them out of the ward and take them downstairs to the coffee shop, which is awesome because who doesn't love coffee? And also, it gets them out of the ward, and it's a relaxed environment and just super awesome. What did I learn from my CBSL? I learned that everyone deserves to be equally treated. Everybody needs somebody. Each person has their own set of interests. Um, be patient, try new things. There's lots of things I learned just from the patients, like how to play pool or ping pong, different things like that. And the biggest takeaway was definitely take initiative because as a volunteer, it's totally up to you whether or not your experience is going to be worthwhile because you have it's up to you if you're going to even do anything when you get there. You have to go into the patient's room, ask them if they want to hang out. If you don't do that, there's literally no point. It's totally about taking initiative and basically deciding if you want to make your experience worthy or not and get something out of it. How did my CBSL experience relate to the primary focus of the class? In general, I think through social constructions that because people are struggling with mental health, we teach people that that's like abnormal or like not. I shouldn't say abnormal. What's the word I'm looking for? Because people are suffering with mental health, we often learn that that's a negative thing when really it's just another learning experience in life and it's super normal. Tons of people have mental health issues, so we have to stop pretending that it's not an issue and start talking about it more in schools so that our students can understand it because they're gonna run into people in their lives, whether it's their parents, friends, family, relatives, whoever. They'll probably end up knowing someone in the mental health ward or with mental health issues. And we have to keep in mind that our students have these people in their lives and to be aware and be understanding because they are likely going to encounter these situations and we just have to understand that it's just a part of life and support them. Um, I think as a future educator, it's super important to remember that learning from this how important mental health is and bringing awareness to it, I want to apply that in my own classroom and make sure that my students understand the importance of mental health and how they can have positive mental health and that it is normal to struggle with your mental health and how to deal with that in a number of different ways. So I think the CBSL experience was awesome.